Today, I bring you the movie that imagines a world where dinosaurs survived and coexisted with humans as their companions. Let's begin by highlighting that in this film, the anticipated asteroid threat that once posed a danger to the dinosaurs' existence surprisingly didn't collide with Earth. Consequently, these ancient creatures thrive and endure millions of years into the future. Following this introduction, we're introduced to Henry, a dinosaur residing on a farm nestled near towering mountains. He eagerly awaits the hatching of eggs belonging to him and his wife. Among these eggs, one stands out due to its size. However, when it hatches, a small dinosaur named Arlo emerges, in stark contrast to his larger siblings. Arlo's timid and fearful nature becomes apparent as he struggles with simple tasks like tending to chickens. His tendencies to flee and shirk responsibilities earn him the label of a coward. Arlo's self-esteem takes a blow, especially due to the taunts of his older, more confident brother. This deeply saddens him. In an effort to help Arlo overcome his fears, his father devises a plan. Arlo is tasked with capturing a creature that has been damaging their crops. Success would earn him the right to make his mark on the family's stone warehouse, just like his siblings. With Henry's guidance, they set up a trap, and Arlo waits anxiously. Eventually, the creature is caught, and to Arlo's surprise, it's a wild human child. Wrestling with a mix of fear and compassion, Arlo decides to release the young human. This decision, however, triggers his father's anger. The two set out to track the human child, but their pursuit is hampered by a sudden and fierce storm, resulting in a catastrophic flood that devastates their surroundings. At that moment, Henry makes the ultimate sacrifice to save his son's life, a heart-wrenching and profoundly tragic event that leaves an indelible impact. After this devastating loss, the family comes together to create a memorial grave in Henry's honor. Arlo steps up to support his mother, undertaking the responsibilities of the farm as they brace for the impending winter, which threatens their food supply. With dedication, he gathers the planted corn, intending to store it in the family's silo. However, an unforeseen danger lies within, a furious caveman who holds Arlo responsible for his father's demise. A confrontation ensues, resulting in both Arlo and the caveman being swept away by the river. Arlo loses consciousness after colliding with a rock. Upon awakening, Arlo finds himself stranded in an unfamiliar and vast forest, far from home. Determined to find his way back, he embarks on a journey upstream. This solitary expedition forces Arlo to rely solely on his instincts and resourcefulness, without the protective presence of his family. Amidst the challenges he faces, he unexpectedly encounters the caveman, who has taken on a protective role, providing sustenance and helping Arlo adapt to this new way of life. A particular instance involving a dangerous snake leads to an understanding between Arlo and the boy. They decide to join forces, becoming inseparable companions. In this newfound partnership, Arlo names the caveman Spot. As their shared adventure unfolds, their bond deepens, and they navigate various novel experiences together. Arlo learns to swim by emulating Spot's actions, showcasing their mutual learning and growth. However, an unintentional consumption of hallucinogenic mushrooms affects their perception, leading to a memorable night. Despite their differences in communication, Arlo manages to convey his longing for his family, particularly his late father. Spot, in his own unique way, shares his own tragic backstory of being orphaned. This exchange of pain brings them closer. The next day, a storm reminiscent of the one that claimed Henry's life materializes, triggering Arlo's fear. Fleeing from the storm, he becomes disoriented, losing sight of the river that had been his guide. Just as he copes with this turmoil, another danger arises, a menacing flock of pterodactyls that sets the stage for yet another perilous chapter in their journey. Fortunately, their situation takes a positive turn when they encounter a benevolent family of tyrannosaurs. Arlo seeks their assistance in finding the river that leads back to his farm. However, the father of the carnivorous tyrannosaurs declines Arlo's plea, preoccupied with locating their own lost cattle. In a surprising move, Arlo offers to aid them in retrieving their cattle in exchange for their guidance to the river. The tyrannosaurs agree, and Arlo utilizes Spot's tracking abilities, akin to those of a skilled hound, to locate the missing cattle. This accomplishment impresses the tyrannosaurs, who then direct Arlo and Spot to attract the attention of the velociraptors responsible for the cattle theft. A fierce clash between the dinosaurs unfolds, leading to the cattle stampede. Amidst the chaos, Arlo takes cover behind a rock, witnessing the brutal confrontation between the tyrannosaurs and the vicious velociraptors. Arlo's courage emerges from within, compelling him to intervene and assist the father Tyrannosaurus in defeating the relentless velociraptors. With the cattle secured, they guide the herd to a place of safety, resting by a comforting bonfire. During a heart-to-heart conversation with the Tyrannosaurs, Arlo opens up about his perpetual fear, labeling himself a coward. In response, the wise Tyrannosaurus father reminds Arlo that fear is universal, and the key lies in not succumbing to it, but rather confronting and overcoming it. This empowering advice resonates deeply with Arlo. As dawn approaches, Arlo seizes the opportunity to guide the cattle back to the river with newfound courage and determination, showcasing the progress he's made in conquering his fears. While gazing at the distant mountains that signify his home, Arlo bids farewell to the Tyrannosaurs, setting out on his journey homeward with Spot by his side. Along the way, they encounter a mysterious elderly caveman whose howls mirror those of Spot. Intrigued, Arlo attempts to approach the old man, but a selfish instinct hinders the interaction, momentarily impeding their journey. Complications arise yet again as a storm looms overhead, and the persistent pterodactyl group resurfaces, capturing Spot in their clutches. In a valiant attempt to save Spot, Arlo faces treacherous terrain, tumbling down a hill and suffering a blow to his head. This mishap leads to a vision wherein Arlo's father, Henry, comes to his rescue, symbolizing the encouragement Arlo once received. Arlo soon realizes that this vision is an illusion. Embracing his newfound courage, he embarks on the daunting rescue mission for Spot. In a touching moment, Henry's vision expresses pride in Arlo's bravery and encourages him, before fading away for confronting his fears. With determination and bravery, Arlo takes action, releasing the vine that traps the flying bugs, causing them to plummet into the river and be carried away by the current. However, they find themselves swept toward an immense waterfall. Arlo shields Spot from the impending fall, leading to their salvation as they reach the riverbank. They continue their journey and ultimately arrive at the dinosaur farm. Just then, the haunting howl of the elderly caveman resonates once more, drawing their attention. The scene reveals that the caveman is no longer alone, now accompanied by his own family. As the humans approach, Spot recognizes his kin, sharing the same species. Although he longs to stay with his friend, Spot realizes the necessity of their separation. With a heavy heart and immense courage, he pushes Spot toward his family to ensure his well-being. This poignant moment leads to a tearful farewell between Arlo and Spot. The dinosaur finally returns to his long-sought home, reuniting with his family. At last, Arlo is able to etch his mark alongside those of his beloved family members in the food silo, symbolizing his rightful place. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more interesting movies.